Good evening, everyone.
Howdo!
Welcome to Happy Monday. Soon comes around, doesn't it?
It does.
You know, 1 minute it's Friday, and before blink of an eye, we onto Monday again. Yes. So
That's the first.
I've got an ear dangling in my eye, and it's bugging me. So I do apologise for that. I've been brushing my hair and I got an ear dangling in my face. Are you Welsh Clark? Karate? May the force be with you. So yes, same as we was just saying, it soon comes round to Monday again, doesn't it? So
How do, lads?
yeah, I have been filming again today. So as usual, drinking Red Bull.
Just for a change.
Yeah, just for a change.
I bet all these cupboards are full of Red Bull.
So yes, I have what's that? All right. So Mr. P had a new toy come today, and it's what's it called again? What's it called again?
Feamy Palm.
A Feamy Palm. Now it is very much like the Osmo Pocket.
It's the
but this has got a lot more included. So yeah. I mean, he could explain a lot more about it than what I can. You see, he did have the Osmo Pocket, but you'd got to buy this and you got to buy that. Whereas with this, everything's built in and everything comes with it.
Basically, it's got a joystick to turn your gimbal with, which you had to buy what they call a wheel, the Osmo Pocket. This, you've got a little joystick on it, so you can turn your gimbal. And also, it's got Wi-Fi built in, the Feamy Palm, but with the Osmo Pocket, you had to buy a Wi-Fi module. And they're not cheap.
Yeah, so there you go. He can explain it a lot better than what I can. All I know is it's been ordered weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks now, but it's only just obviously just got it.
I weren't expecting it till July 2nd.
So yeah, we good, thanks. It's not been cold here today, but it's not been sunny either. It's been a bit dull, but it's not been cold. So yeah, so I did actually, because he wanted to try the new camera thing out. I says to him, I says, I'll do a baking vlog. Bella says, stop. What she say? Stop making out. You know what you're talking about. Well, he knows more than what I do, Bella.
I like to see Bella try turning it on and off.
So yeah. Does anybody want to know what I've made today? I ain't quite finished it off because it were pretty late when I started it. Same here, I've beat Amjad lol. Yeah. Chocolate fudge cake. That were it. I couldn't think. My mind went blank then for a minute. So yes, I've made a chocolate fudge cake, but I ain't done the fudge bit, if you know what I mean. I've baked the cake. She says she thought it were a tin opener. So yeah, so that's what I've made. Chocolate fudge cake, but I've only made the cake bit up to yet. So basically, time we're getting on a little bit. So I says, well, I tell you what, I'll leave the decoration and whatever till tomorrow.
I want to ask him if they know of any where I can get my hands on some graphics where I can put recipe down for your vlog. You know, like a turning page or something.
Oh yeah. Well, there's only 6 in at the moment. I mean, you might be better off asking that a bit. Karate says I made a take and bake breakfast pizza. Ooh. Yeah, so basically what he's just said is he wants a site where he can get some good graphics for the
Free.
Yeah, free for the vlog.
I'll come in there.
So it says, how about sitting next to her if you want to ask her stuff. So, but yeah. So, some as I say, I've made the cake bit, but I haven't done the decoration thingy. While I think about it, and while Bella's in, I have downloaded. Well, I printed off a vegan lemon cheesecake. So there you go. So because I was telling Chris that we'd spoke on Messenger about that site, and Chris says, well, why don't you do a few vegan recipes? So I thought, well, yeah, I could really. So yeah, so I've printed that off, and it's a vegan lemon cheesecake. So it says for the base, basically, it consists of coconut oil, blanched almonds, and soft pitted dates. And then for the topping, it's cashew nuts, agave syrup, I don't know what that is, some more coconut oil, almond milk, and 2 lemons zested and juiced. I am milady, how are you? So yeah, if you're wondering, milady, obviously Bella is vegan. So I've come across a site other day. I sent her the link. Hiya, Gordo, how are you? So Chris says, well, why don't you do a few vegan desserts? So I says, yeah, that's quite a good idea, because there is quite a lot of vegan people out there. It might be of interest to, quite a few people. So basically, I've just printed that one off for now. If anybody that knows me knows that I do my research. So basically, same as I said, I mean, you've got like, I've got a relative that's, what do you call it? Can't have wheat products and things like that. I forgot what it's called now. No, it's like a wheat intolerance. I forgot what it is now. Celiac, that's it. I know I'd think it. So, I mean, I might sort of, go down that route as well, for specifically for, hiya, Richard, how are you? People that specifically are celiac, you know what I mean? All us posh people are vegan. But yeah, I mean, like, there's, same as I say, there's a vegan, and then there's like people that have got a wheat intolerance, like celiacs, you know what I mean? It's like, why should, like, us that haven't got any intolerances, but obviously I'd have to research it a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, it's, in fact, I know 2 people that are celiacs, they've got an intolerance to wheat. Hey, I've got Amjad in. Who's been tapping me on my shoulder and dragging me? So, yeah, so the celiac one, I might have to do a bit more research. You know, not as a vegan. You see, same as I say, my ex-brother-in-law, he's a celiac. I mean, it's an intolerance to wheat, basically. So yeah. And it's sort of, I don't want to put a recipe out there before I've done my research, if you know what I mean. That's one thing that I do, like, with the vegan thing. I don't want to put a recipe up there and then somebody come back and say, well, that ain't vegan. You know what I mean? I like to do my research. So, it's a case of, looking into it a bit further and, doing my research and whatever. So, it'd be something like, you know what I mean, different, and for people obviously that yeah, my friend in Yorkshire is a celiac. The question was, does anybody know any good graphic sites? Like, because obviously it's filmed the for the graphics for my my baking vlog. So so that's that's basically it, really. So does anybody know of any free good sites for graphics? Karate Joe says Photoshop is all I know. So but obviously the vlog isn't complete yet, because as I say, I made the cake, but I hadn't had a chance to do it's a ganache actually. It's Gordo says, what do you mean by graphics?
I want to put a recipe on like a sheet of paper with lines on it. That makes sense.
Yeah. Did you hear that? He says he wants to put the recipe on like a sheet of paper with lines in it, or lines on it, or something. Oh, don't apologise, Amjad. I mean, I'm you get here when you get here. I mean, I understand, your religion thing. It's got comfort first and foremost. You know what I mean? But don't apologise for being late, Amjad. So yeah, I use InShot for editing. Yeah, true. But yeah, some as I say, don't never apologise, Amjad. Some as I say, your religion is more important than just Google graphic templates. You may have some luck that way. So yeah. But I some as I say, what were I going to say now? I forgot now. I've lost my mojo. We've got Baz in. Yeah, Chris, go and buy a notebook. It's like it's to do with my vlog, and he wants to put the ingredients up on the screen instead of line the tin. Well, he can do with that, but he wants to put the actual ingredients as I'm adding them, if you know what I mean. Even better, treat your missus to the programme. Yeah, but it's I ain't got the wherewithal, Baz, to use it.
Turn it on, let alone do out his hide it.
Yeah, so I mean, he's the go-to guy for editing, if you know what I mean. I mean, I just make the stuff and I do the thumbnails. That's about it. So, you know, be no good in my hands because I wouldn't know what to do with it. So, so yes, I made chocolate fudge cake, but I've only made the cake bit, if you know what I mean. So I've got to do only 3 more weeks of Ramadan, and then I'll be back to normal, coming here 9 on the dot. But you see, I don't edit Welsh Clock. Chris does it for me. So yeah, you know, I mean, I sort of it obviously it gets me to look through it before it publishes or before I publish, just in case he's made any mistakes. So you know, we have a quick like run through it, and then rectifies it if he's made a mistake or he spelt something wrong, or you know, things like that. So basically, you know, so I'm making the hedgehog slice tomorrow evening. So you know, it's a no bake thing. So but when after you've done the first part, it well, it says to put it in the fridge for 30 minutes. But if anybody knows, I know, well, to speed up the process, it's just so the chocolate in it firms up or sets or whatever. You could put it in freezer. It'll make the chocolate set a lot quicker. So to speed things up a bit, Gordo says, I expect his wallet is holes from all those moth he keeps in it, Baz. So yeah, so it's not actually baking, but it has got to go. Well, it says refrigerate for 30 minutes, but I thought, well, most bakers I know, if you need to speed up the process, you put it in freezer, and it's like takes half the time. So once the first bit's done, I'll ask Chris to put it in the freezer for about 10-15 minutes, and then we'll get straight on to the second bit. So yeah, so you know, all good bakers know that, you know, in order to speed certain processes up, you just put it in freezer for a bit, and you know, it like speeds the process up. So so basically that's what I'm going to do tomorrow evening. So so yeah, what else were I going to say? Oh, that were another thing. I know I printed another one off. See how this probably not be a well, in fact I've printed off a couple Tracy sent me this recipe, but I'd already seen it, and how about that one? White and dark chocolate cake, and it's basically you make one plain sponge and one chocolate sponge, cut them in half, and then obviously put a filling in, and then they white Maltesers on top. But last time I needed white Maltesers, I couldn't get any for love nor money. So that's one of the things. Yeah, well, you'd be lucky to get it anywhere other than Amazon. The one I had, Amjad, was 16 kilograms, not 20, 24. So, so that's one that Tracy had sent me. So, and then another one that I think that Bella might like, and it's a blackberry and pear tray bake. So that's that one. So yeah, I've just shown them that cake that you sent me, Tracy. That one is another one that I've looked at, blackberry and pear tray bake. And because Bella is vegan, I've also downloaded a vegan lemon cheesecake. Yeah, my lady says she likes the look of the mixed one. But yeah, it's like you bake one chocolate and one like a Victoria sponge, then you cut them both in half and sandwich it together, and then, you know, so I think you can on Just Eat, I think a lot of takeaways are doing deliveries on Just Eat, I think. Yeah, but same as I say, same as Chris says, when I sent you that site about vegan recipes, it sort of got us both thinking. And Chris says, well, he says, there's not just Bella out there that's a vegan. And rather than keep doing or putting things up that certain people can't eat, why don't you mix it up a little bit and go down the vegan route? And that's when I came up with the celiac idea as well. So, but yeah, I think Just Eat are doing deliveries, Bella. I don't know about in the area that you're in, so just be a case of going on old Tinternet and having a look. You know what deliveries is near you, if you know what I mean. So so yeah, so same as I say, once I'd sent you that site, it sort of got us both thinking, you know, we could do a few vegan recipes, we could do a few like gluten-free, you know, for celiacs and whatever. So but I don't know. Same as I say, I don't know whether our chip has been shut or open. I haven't got a clue. It's not very often we have a chippy tea anyway. So, but I do know that Just Eat still delivering. So
yeah, it's open.
So same as I say, we've used neither. So you know, same as I say, it's not very often we have takeaway anyway. So so that's about it, really. Chris went out in the garden yesterday with his things, because it's like brambles, they're coming through fence both sides. So Chris just got things and chopped them down and did patio a good sweep and Just tidied it up a little bit, you know what I mean? But you see, that's where we look. You see, we ain't got a lawn. We've got a small garden out front, but it's all paved. Oh, find a page turn green screen, which could be effective. So yeah, so we have got like a garden on the back, but we've got a shed there, and it's got pebbles on, but a bit further up, you know, weeds is growing rampant. So oh,
help, I'm Jadlon.
So yeah, I mean, we have all sorts around here: magpies, pigeons. Bella says they're dreading to think what their garden's like. Probably going over at top of ours, Bella.
I'll find that when she gets there. Covered up. So
yeah, I mean, we you know, same as I say, winter and with horrible weather that we've had of late, you know, it just needed doing. Same as Chris got, he's just got these like clipper, you know, edge trimmer things, and there was like a few brambles coming through the fence, and tidied steps because we've got like steps. Yeah, I'm chatting on about that roller coaster thing that you put up. Not on your Nelly. I don't like heights. I need a clean pair of pants big time I got off it. No, I don't do roller coasters. Never have, never will. I've got a phobia of heights, you see, so 2 rungs up ladder and I'm, you know. So yeah, you know what I mean. Hiya, Florida Greg, how are you? So yeah, you know, Chris and Callum are welcome to go on it, but I'd just be a spectator, I'm afraid.
Should be waiting at the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah. No, don't do roller coasters. Don't do. But you see, when we went on holiday once, they went up in this like it were a windmill, weren't it? And I didn't go up because I don't. Same as I say, I don't like heights. So I just sat because they like got some picnic tables and whatever. So I just sat that one out and I let them go up because no, I don't do heights in any way, shape or form. Yeah, I've been at the beach. It's all right for some, innit? Yeah, so no, I don't do heights in any way, shape or form. So just about to clean the gut. Yeah, it can just about clean gutter. No, so as I say, I've always had a fear of heights, you know, all my life. I've never liked heights. Never liked like roller coasters, rides, or anything like that. I mean, it's the same when we go to Butlins. Chris and Callum goes on rides. I don't. I just Bella says they turn my tummy over. I'd be bringing my breakfast back up if I went on out like that, Bella. But yeah, no, I can't stand heights in any way, shape or form. You know, 2 foot off at ground and that's my limit. He gets wobbly legs. Yeah, Tracy said no, me neither. My feet, yeah, and that's what I always say. My feet are staying on terra firma. You know, well, I mean, this will make you laugh. When we went on the honeymoon, and we're talking about 17 years ago, I mean, now you can walk straight onto plane. But when we went to Spain, and there were them old-fashioned steps going up to the thing. And as soon as I stepped on them, they were like wobbling. I'm going, oh God, oh God, oh God. What, every step going up these steps. And I was absolutely cacking me then. You know what I mean? He kept saying, for God's sake, woman, open your eyes. He says, you're going to trip and break your neck. He said, if you... I was petrified. Now, plane ride, once I were on plane, I were okay. You know what I mean? Once I was on the plane, I was fine. It didn't bother me. It was just, hiya, Mike, how are you? So, yeah. So, you know, I was fine. It was just going up them steps up to the plane. I mean, now, you more or less step straight onto the plane, don't you? But, you know, we're talking about 17 years ago, and you actually go up steps. You know, my lady says I don't like, but you see, that's one thing my mum never liked. She was a bit claustrophobic. She'd never, because we'd got like an indoor market, she'd never go in anything like that because she says she felt claustrophobic, and she'd never go in a lift. She'd rather take stairs than, you know. Oh, whilst Clark says I'm on a plane but don't like lifts as well because he got stuck in a lift in hospital. Oh dear. But nah, lifts don't bother me. I'd never go on one of these like glass lifts for the fact that you can see everything below you. But a normal lift, I'm all right with that because I can't see anything. But I won't even attempt to go in one of these glass lifts because if I can see it, I'm scared. If that makes sense. So, some as I say, if it's a normal lift and I can't see anything, I'm fine. But glass lifts, no. So yeah. Some as I say, people have got different phobias. Mine's just a fear of heights. You know what I mean? There's nothing else like phases me. I mean, I watch documentaries where there's blood and guts and everything. It don't bother me in the least. I just do not like heights. I don't know what it is or why it is. It's just that I don't like heights. But you know, like when I first started work, we were only on the second floor. I mean, it's not as if we were like 13 floors up or anything. We were only like on a second floor, and they did a fire drill one day. But the emergency exit, the steps were them that you could see through, and I was absolutely petrified. I was clinging on for dear life. I was lasting down. You know, and somebody says, well, do you know, if it were a proper fire, you know, we'd have probably all been burnt alive by now. I says, I don't, you know, I can't help it. I've just got a fear of heights, and the fact that they were, you know, you could see like the ground underneath me. That's the thing that did me. And I was clinging on for dear life. So, so yeah, you know, I mean, that's sort of way back to about 16 or 17. You know what I mean? I've always had this fear of heights. So, you know, it's just one of them things, you know. But I won't even entertain a glass lift because you can see everything that's going off around you, and you can see below you, and you know. I did go on the Tower of Terror at Disney. Oh my God. Well, I went on, can you remember Blackpool Pleasure Beach? I went on the Revolution, and I must admit, I never opened my eyes. I sat on my hands, and my eyes were screwed firmly shut all the way. I never even opened my eyes, so I don't know what point where me going on, because I never seen none on it, because I'm like that with my eyes screwed tight, and I've sat on my hands, and but that was the first and last time. I've never, after that sort of experience, I never even entertained going near them now. Oh, Baz hates lifts. If there's a lift, he goes up the stairs. Don't talk to me about lifts. But yeah, I mean, it's my mum would never get in a lift. She'd rather walk upstairs than go in a lift. Now, if it's a normal lift, that don't bother me in the slightest. What you don't see, you're not scared of, if you know what I mean.
Ian's Drones is in.
Hi, Ian's Drones. How are you? Oh dear. Tracy says she got stuck in the lift on 5th floor. I was stuck in the lift for 3 hours. I was stripped down to her underwear. Yeah. Oh dear. But I mean, you imagine being stuck like for 3 hours. It soon gets blooming hot in them lifts. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's. I mean, I've never got stuck in a lift. A lift's never broke down while I've been in one. Thank God and touch wood. But I'd be having kittens if that were me. Trust me, it's scary. You know what I mean? As I say, that's one thing. I've never got stuck in a lift. So, but that fear's always in back of my mind. Hiya, George. How are you? I was working as a maintenance engineer. The lifts were always getting stuck. We had to reset them nearly every day. Oh dear. But it's a case in my situation. I have to use lifts because I can't make it upstairs. I can't physically make it upstairs. So, like if I have to go for any appointments or any hospital visits, I always make sure it's on ground level. But if I have to go elsewhere and we have to go up in a lift, I'm always scared that might happen, that the lift would get stuck. And so, oh, Gordon Bennett, no way. You can count me out, Bella. I want to walk round the glass floor on Blackpool Tower. I've been up that as well, but I didn't go near edge. I stood well back. Oh, Gordo says the funniest thing, there was only 2 maintenance engineers and we both got stuck in the lift. We had to talk the staff through the reset procedure. But yeah, same as I say, most things don't faze me at all. I watch, all these, 24 hours in A&E and, blood, anything like that don't faze me whatsoever. It's just heights. So, yeah. So, but same as I say, touch wood, I've never got stuck in a lift. So, but that is one of my biggest fears, is getting stuck in a lift. I used to get stuck between the basement and the ground floor. Oh dear. But you know, same as I say. But the thing is as well, I mean, Callum's not scared of heights, but have you ever known a kid that's not wanted to go to a fun fair or, you know, Callum's never been interested in fun fairs, not until he got much older. I mean, there were, where we lived once, there were a fun fair and it was like just down road. We basically could walk to it. We got as far as Gate, he saw it, and then he wanted to go back home, and he never even bothered going on it. I mean, he's changed a little bit as he's got older. He likes to go on the fun fair at Butlins, but I tell you one thing that they did go on, and it were, what were it, that like a spaceship simulator.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it were like a spaceship simulator. And like you went in and the inside were like a spaceship or a, what do you call it? Shuttle, space shuttle. So before they start, they always say, if at any time, you know, it's not for everyone, if at any time you want to get off, just press this button and we'll let you out. Well, they'd only been going about 2 seconds and I Callum pressed button. He wanted out.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Callum were panicking. Oh, sugar. But the last time we went to Butlins, we actually went to Minehead Butlins. There were a WWE event on in November, I think it was. That were about 2 years ago. So, you know, we've been to the one in Skegness and we've been to the one in Minehead as well. So it's a nice one at Minehead. So, but from here, we're about 4 hours, 4.5 hours, something like that. So, yeah, so we actually, I think it was Friday to Monday, weren't it? So, yeah, we'd always promised Callum, because he's a big WWE fan, that we'd take him to this WWE event at Minehead. So so we did. But that was about 2 years ago, weren't it? Wow. We know most people in Minehead because we've been going since I was 20. Oh. But yeah, I mean, you know, same as I say, previous to my mum passing away, we used to go to Butlins at Skegness every year. And then, same as I say, when my mum passed away, and I said, do you know something? We're going to start going somewhere different. You know what I mean? We're going to start going somewhere different. So we went to Bideford Bay in Devon. We've been to Isle of Wight, been to the Minehead, Butlins. Where else we've been? I think that's it. Yeah. So we were going to go to the, was it Peak District?
Lake District.
Lake District. We had planned on going to the Lake District this year, but obviously with the coronavirus and everything, we never got a chance to book anything. So
we were supposed to be going to Skeggy in April, weren't we?
Yeah, we were supposed to be going for a weekend to Skegness in April, but obviously that didn't happen. But that was sort of like on the anniversary of my mum's death, and a day before that were the anniversary. No, a day 2 week. What we call them, it's same room. So yeah, so you know, we'd planned we'd planned on sort of Friday and coming back Sunday, because on the Friday it was 10 years since my stepdad died, and on the Saturday it were 3 years since mum died, and both ashes are scattered at Skegness. So it basically, you know, make a weekend of it, and you know, go to a place where we scattered our ashes and everything. But obviously it didn't happen because of the coronavirus. So, you know, I'm going to set up Alexa in my auntie's car tomorrow. I'm going to use a USB Wi-Fi dongle with the internet SIM and use car phone chip. Oh. Yeah, they were going to the lakes with their posh mates. E.g. Bella and Baz. But we had to obviously knock that on, Ed, because same as it just went, coronavirus was starting, and we'd sort of said once when we went over, should we go get a cottage somewhere, and we were like it process of finding somewhere suitable. Oh, trust you. Oh dear. But anyway, same as I say, once this is all over, we'll go away somewhere for a weekend, or probably by summer will have been and gone by the time this is all over. So we'll it's just a case of waiting and seeing, really. So I know talk about being saucy. But yeah, it's I know my lady had planned on going on holidays. Obviously that's gone by the by, you know what I mean? I'm just talking all technical. I ain't got a clue what he's on about. Oh dear. So yeah, I know people have had to cancel their weddings because they were due to get married, and had to cancel holidays, and it's a long weekend in Warrington is your lot for this year. You're probably right, Bella.
Do we have to?
But well, you know what I say, don't you, Bella? A change is as good as a rest. Oh dear. But it's oh dear. But yeah, I mean, like this thing we booked via booking.com for this weekend in Skegness, but we'd booked it, but it would pay at hotel. The same as we said, I'm glad we did that and not pay up front. Otherwise, we'd have been out of pocket. But same as I say, looking back now, it were a good decision not to pay there and then, but to pay at the hotel. So I'm glad. Oh, you're rebooking it for November 2021. So yeah. Yeah. I mean, we glad we didn't really. Same as I say, I don't know whether it were I just thought, well, it's only like for 2 nights. I'll pay when we get there. Okay, Welsh Clark. Yeah. Tracy says as soon as this is all over, they're going going to Wales way up and off. Yeah, you've got your tent to try out, haven't you, Tracy?
I'm bored, apparently.
What?
Masters on board.
Oh. Yeah, well, I think there's only Skegness, Bognor Regis, and Minehead now. There's only 3. But yeah, there's Minehead. That's near Wales. Bognor Regis. I don't know where Bognor Regis is. Can somebody tell me? Yeah. And then Skegness, obviously, which is in Lincolnshire. So there's only them 3. There's only them 3 Butlins. Well, if Trump's letting everyone out, we'll never get go anytime. Yeah. You could come 3 bedrooms. Oh dear. But the only problem is, Tracy, if I got down, I won't get back up again. If you know what I mean. That's the only problem. You know, I don't sort of do camping. I mean, nearest I come to camping is going in a caravan, but hey-ho. Yeah, I've seen it, Tracy. It is a big tent. But same as I say, I mean, the only problem there is, I mean, if I got down on the floor, I won't get back up again. Or if I did, it'd take me about 10 hours to get back up. Yeah, apparently, Boris is going to make an announcement, I think, Sunday. So I don't know what it's going to be. It just says that it's going to look at figures and review situation and everything, and then it's going to do like a news conference, something Sunday. So yeah, I think it's Sunday. I think is supposed to be making this announcement or whatever. I don't know what it's about. You know, they haven't sort of divulged any details as to, you know, what it's all about. You know, basically on the news it said that the figures have dropped. You know, but same as I've said, it's all right. Saying, right, we'll you know, we'll ease some lockdown rules, but there could be a second spike. So I think that they'd be better off waiting a while, you know, and, you know, seeing how it goes. Yeah, we went in one in Newquay, lady, and then we went from Saturday to Saturday. And the Friday evening before we came back, there were an almighty thunderstorm. They were thundering and lightning. It were lashing it down with rain. And I'm sat bolt upright in bed. And Chris says, "What's up? What's up?" And I says, "We're in a metal box and it's lightning and thunder." You know, I mean, I weren't thinking rationally. And I'm saying, "We're in a tin box." You know what I mean? And it's thundering and lightning outside. And he says, "Oh," he says, "go back to sleep." And I says, "Well, while this lot's on, I cannot go back to sleep." You know, but funny thing is, when we got up to go home the next morning, a lot of the roads in between the caravan site where we were all flooded and blocked off. But yeah, you know, some as I say, I'm a light sleeper at any time, but that particular night I were having kittens. You know, it's thundering and lightning outside, and we're in a metal box. I've got a face, you know, going over a cliff and ending up floating out to sea. You know, I weren't thinking rationally. You know, if one thing, that's my bad habit. I overthink things. Bella said, remind me to not go in a caravan with you. But, you know, I were all right up until that point, Bella. But it was thundering, and it was really, really, really bad thunderstorm. You know, it was really, really bad. And I just went into panic mode. You know what I mean? You know, as usual, I mean, Callum were only a baby then, weren't he? Yeah. Well, he were about 2, I think. But, you know, he never battered an eyelid. And Chris only sort of woke up because I'm sat bolt upright in bed and, you know, panicking. And, you know, and Chris, you know, couldn't give a monkeys, you know what I mean? And here's me, I'm scaring myself witless. But anyway, but I'm all right if I'm in bricks and mortar. It don't bother me. You know what I mean? I mean, like when we've had thunder and lightning storms here, I love to watch it through, you know, when it lights bedroom up and things like that. But it was just my rational thinking, you know, caravans made out of tin and thunder and lightning, you know what I mean? It was just my way of thinking, you know what I mean? Yeah, we used to have a lot of that when we went to Newquay, mainly seagulls. Did me head in. So
Can't sleep at night because
we weren't far away from a cliff. I mean, because it were in Newquay in Cornwall, you know what I mean? So you know, there is a lot of cliffs around. I mean, it's like today, the clock on wall, it's been stuck on 20 to 4 since early hours of this morning. And I've nagged Chris and I said, that clock's doing my head in. Put a bloody battery in it for me, please. Because it were doing me head in. Tracy's back and Welsh Clark's back. But yeah, you know, that's just how I am, you know. I knew it needed a new battery and I kept looking at it and it was doing me head in. You know what I mean? The fact that I knew it needed a new battery in. And I said, for God's sake, put a battery in that clock. Put me out my misery. So he had to give in end after nagging him all day to put a battery in this clock. But it's all right. It's okay now. You know, we're back to normality, let's just say. Oh, dear. But I don't know. It's just, and it's like if I'm thinking about something and yeah, I know what it is, and you know, it bugs me and it bugs me and it bugs me till I remember what it is, if you know what I mean. But that's just my nature. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I can hear a song and I know the song and I know who sings it, but then it bugs me until I remember who sung it. So yeah, you know, I don't know, would you call me a perfectionist or like everything just so? And yeah, but it's the same as I say, I come down here in early hours and I thought, well, it's later than 20 to 4. And I looked at my thing on my PC and it was about 10 past, 5:15. And I thought, well, there's no way that's right. So anyway, Chris got up this morning. I says, oh, by the way, I says that clock in living room wants a new battery in. Right, okay, then I'll do it in a bit. Anyway, gets up, and it were about like nearly tea time by the time he put this battery in. And I kept saying to him, for God's sake, put a battery in that clock. It's doing me nothing. So it does, it bugs me, you know, keep looking at clock and thinking, oh, you know, oh, it does me head in. Looking at clock and knowing that that's not right time, and it needed a new battery in. Bella says I'm like that. I've googled things 3 a.m. because I can't think of the name of something. You see, this is it, Bella. I hear a song and I can visualize who it is that's singing it, but can I for life on me think at name? And it bugs me and it bugs me until I find out who sings it, or you know, or there's a name of something and I know it, and like as we normally say, it's on tip of my tongue, but it bugs me until I know what I'm talking about or I know what it is. So yeah, and hence this is one of the reasons why, if I'm going to do vegan and celiac baking, I've got to know what I'm doing and I've got to research it. Oh dear. Doritos tangy cheese flaming hot. Oh, Gordon Bennett, it plays havoc with my I get indigestion. But yeah, if anything, I like to do my research. I'm not going to put a recipe out there and know that I've not done it right, if you know what I mean. I want to do it right, and I want to make sure that it's appropriate. You know, I don't want to put anybody at risk thinking and pouring head in, you know, this is celiac recipe, and then something happens, and if you understand what I'm saying, I'd never forgive myself. So that's why before I do anything, I do my research. You know, I like to be thorough, as you know. I've got it on good authority. It's from a reliable, you know, website that it is suitable for celiacs. You know what I mean? Or it is suitable for vegans. So yeah, so I mean, you know, I am very diligent in what I do, as regards recipes, and you know, and where I look for them, if you know what I mean. And about eating a big bag. Now, you see, I like Doritos, but I just like the plain cheese ones. So now Chris don't. He don't like Doritos. Now me and Callum do. So I forgot how to make truffles. But yeah, you know, it's I'm just put Welsh Clark, wait till hedgehog slice tomorrow. Who's gonna have a slice? Oh dear. But you see, nobody will be having a slice while thing, because once the main thing is set, you've got to melt milk chocolate and Nutella, and then you've got to wait for it to set again. So nobody will be having any sort of while we're live. So you know, but you'll get the idea, because some, as I say, the biscuits and the nuts, the coconut have all got to be mixed with dark chocolate. Then you've got to put it in. Well, it says refrigerate for 30 minutes until it's set, but there's a hack, and I'd put it in freezer. It sets a lot quicker, so then I'll be able to do the, you know, the chocolate topping to it as well. If I start travelling now to their house, I'll be the first one there, but I don't know where they live. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I've got Johnny.
Hello, Johnny.
He says he's in demand tonight. Oh, he's been elsewhere then. So yes, I've just been saying, Johnny, I'm obviously Bella's vegan, so I've printed off a vegan cheesecake. Hey, we've got Ian Matthews. Hi, Ian Matthews. He says it's 10 p.m. You must be in your night. No, this is just a top. Oh dear. Oh. But some, as I say, I saw this vegan dessert site and I sent the link to Bella, and it got me thinking, and I thought, well, I can actually do vegan desserts. And then, like, I started thinking again, you know, there's a lot of people out there that are celiacs as well, but I've got to do a bit more research into that. But the one that I've downloaded for the vegan one is a vegan lemon cheesecake. So, but that'd be suitable for Johnny because it's not got any sugar or anything in it. It's got coconut oil in, which is a natural sweetener, obviously. So yeah, an almond milk. So it's got nothing in it that is fattening, let's just say, or, you know, how I got this vegan recipe is I looked up plant-based desserts. Oh dear, Ian says, lol, J5, were you looking for a home? It's only me that'll love you. Oh, so yeah, so that is something that Johnny would be able to eat, and it's a dessert. So it's like blanched almonds, pitted dates, and that's for the base. There's no biscuits involved or anything. And then it's cashew nuts, agave syrup, coconut oil, and almond milk for the, yeah. Yeah, those homeless pigeons. Well, don't racing pigeons return to home? Oh, they don't like nuts. So that's it. Back to drawing board then, Johnny. Oh, you mean the vegan cheesecake? Johnny only eats hairballs on sticks. He don't like any nuts. Well, I'll have to do a bit more research, Johnny, and I'll have to look for something that's suitable for yourself. I mean, on these vegan websites, they do like fairy cakes and things like that are vegan. But you see, when you're vegan, you don't eat anything dairy, if you know what I mean. That's why it's got coconut oil and nuts and almond milk, because it's all plant-based. You know what I mean? Just give me a bit of time, and I'll look into it. Because, as I say, I want to do a few recipes that are vegan suitable, and also people that have got a wheat intolerance, like celiacs, and I want to do a few recipes like that as well. So yeah, you know, I mean, if anything, I'll do my research, and I'll look for something that's suitable that don't contain nuts. So I mean, even if it's like just fairy cakes or egg cake, I mean, you could do flourless, eggless cakes. But I'll let me do my research. If I find anything, Tracy, I'll either message you. I'll either message you or I'll message Johnny the recipe. So Johnny's calling you little shit. It's not little.
I'm not little, Johnny. I'm big. That sounds
well. Bella says, "Hi, Callum."
Hi, Bella. How are you?
But yeah, I've made a chocolate fudge cake today.
I'm gonna taste test it tomorrow.
Here's next to me, whoop. No, he ain't. He's only a bit smaller than you.
Only because you sat down.
He's 6'3".
Probably gone down.
Yeah, I saw your pictures, Tracy. Didn't you make brownies or something, little man? But yeah, so I'll do my research. If I find anything that's suitable that might take your fancy, I'll email, well, not email, I'll send it in a message to Tracy or yourself.
What are they talking about?
It's saying, yeah, but you see my muscle. But yeah, since you've seen Callum last, he's lost a lot of weight, and he's lost a lot.
Oh, well,
the one flick of the peck and he's
I feel
gone.
like I've gained weight during this lockdown.
Well, you've been going on your walks, haven't you? But anyway, same as I say, I'll do my research. If I find anything that's suitable, I mean, you could have fairy cakes. You can like make a normal cake, but obviously, you know, they do one. You know, if I research like plant-based baking recipes, I'm sure I can come up with something, because it won't include any, you know, any sweet stuff, if you know what I mean. Hey, who's saying wakey wakey?
Wakey wakey boy.
Oh, you're a bit peed, are you? What is the man in your secret, Johnny? I'll not tell anybody. I didn't see what he's put. He's put Yorkshire man here, fairy cakes, what the flip. Oh dear. So I'll look into it, and if I find anything that you know that's suitable, I'll message you or Tracy. I'm sure Tracy's I'll make you some special ones, you know what I mean. So
Johnny's are kind of special.
But same as I say, I won't sort of. Now he said he don't like nuts. I'll look into it.
Well,
Cake recipe.
Eat them.
Oh, what?
Tracy, she's making it. Yeah. Oh dear. So yeah, it's you know, if I pardon you,
I called him Mal.
what is that? There's still age over here. But I don't know whether anybody else. Okay then, Bella. Yeah. See you later, Bella.
Goodbye, Bella. I'm going to bed too.
Yeah, Callum's just off to bed too. Welsh Clark says I was going to say something about nuts, but it's over 18. But anyway, same as I say. See you in the morning.
See you in the morning. Good night, everybody.
Callum says good night, everybody. Same as I say, if you know, if anybody knows me, they know I do my research and I won't you know, I won't put anybody at risk or anything. No. He brings his laptop down, he brings his phone down, he brings his Xbox One controllers down. That's it. Once he goes to bed, he goes to bed. So I mean, not saying that he goes to sleep straight away, but he's a good lad like that, you know. He knows once he goes to bed, that's it. No computer, no phone, no Xbox. Gordo's tucking into a nice Ruby Murray. So, but yeah, I bet it'll go down nice with some of that cider, Gordo. You can't beat a Ruby Murray and a couple of glasses of cider. Yeah, he is a good lad. He is a good lad. Same as I say, he brings his laptop down, he brings his phone down, he brings his controllers to his Xbox and everything down. You know, not saying that he goes to sleep straight away, but he don't play on any games or on his phone or anything once he's goes to bed, you know. So yeah. But you know, I mean, same as I say, it's like he stays up when it's New Year's Eve. If we're going out, obviously we let him stay up, or if it's a special occasion, we let him stay up. But it's one of these that needs 12 hours sleep, you know what I mean?
Not on that laptop, you can't, because there's about as much space.
It's only like a what is it, a notebook type of thing. But anyway,
that's what I have a coma.
I'd only have a coma. It plays havoc with me indigestion if I have anything spicier than a coma. So yeah, I mean, like, obviously, if we're on holiday or anything like that, he stays up every night, you know what I mean? But he's one of these that's got to have, like, got the Coke and ice, Bacardi time, whoop. So yeah, you know, I mean, you know, we're not tyrants, you know what I mean? Oh, see you later, my lady. Thank you for coming in. Will you be joining us tomorrow night for the hedgehog slice? So no cooking involved. So Welsh Clark says he likes chicken Rogan Josh. Ooh. Oh yes, yeah. Same as I say, it's just Someone say I don't know whether it's a slice, a biscuit, or what. Anyway. Tracy just says, "Don't you think you getting peed and coming to bed? So for me." So see you tomorrow night, my lady. Thank you. So so yeah, same as I say, you know, we're not tyrants or anything. You know, but he gets right grumpy. So and so, if you don't have a, you know, a good night's sleep, and like somebody else I know. Oh dear. So you know, I mean, it's I mean, he don't take after me because I'm you know, a bird only has to fart outside and I'm awake, but Chris and Callum could sleep through anything. You know what I mean? The you know, we had when we lived in Great Yarmouth, we had a slight earthquake, and I'm lay there bolt upright in bed, and I could feel building moving like this, and it were about 2 o'clock in the morning, and got up next morning, put news on, and it says something about, oh, I don't know what thing that the measure earthquakes in. Yeah, it hit the Norfolk area at 2 this morning. I says to Chris, I says, I know it did. I says, because I sat bolt upright in bed 2 o'clock this morning. I says, and I could feel building moving. He says, and him and Callum slept through it all. It says earthquake. Are you sure it wasn't just Chris farting in bed now? But Chris is like that as well, Johnny. You know, as soon as his edit, basically, as soon as his edits pillar, more often than not, it can be asleep in seconds. I ain't finished my coffee. I have now. So yeah, but you know, it won't do for us all to be same and be, you know, we're sleeping seconds. It takes me just to get to sleep. But like last night, I were on and off all night. You know what I mean? It were every hour on hour I were waking up. You know what I mean? Oh dear. But yeah, you know, I mean, it's some people are light sleepers and some people are heavy sleepers. But you know, I live in a house where 2 on them's dead heavy sleepers, and I'm light sleeper. But I mean, like we moved in here on a Saturday, and you know, we got bed set up, and Chris says, well, so long as bed's set up, blah blah blah, it don't matter about everything else. At least we can get his head down somewhere. And I kept saying, you've got to put curtains up, you've got to put curtains up. Oh, I'm absolutely shattered from, you know, all moving and everything. You've got to put curtains up. I says, first crack a daylight, and that's it, I'll be awake. So so basically, I'd got him. I think we just tucked a sheet or something down back at curtain, because there were a curtain rail already up there. but I weren't going to go to bed without there was something up at window. You know, I'm not one of these that can go to sleep with no curtains up or curtains open or whatever. You know, it's got to be dark. Otherwise, it'd take me yonks to get to sleep. And first sign of sunlight, and that'd be it. I'd be wide awake. So, but you know, I mean, some as I say, some people are heavy sleepers, some people are light sleepers. You know, I just happen to be one of these that's a light sleeper. Yeah, I mean, it was like last night, Tracy. I must have been waking up every hour on hour. And then another night, I can go to bed, not have to get up for loo, and it's about 7:30 when I wake up. Then I get nights like last night where I were going in and out of bed all night. So, is your ass haunted? I don't think so.
I don't know. I beg to differ.
But yeah, some as I say, I mean, we have had strange things going off, but I mean, like Chris felt somebody, Chris has felt tapping on his shoulder and volume going down on telly, but nothing sinister, if you know what I mean. So, you know, I mean, I won't say it's haunted.
I reckon it's some other playing tricks on us.
So, I have to sleep with the telly on in the background. Oh, I couldn't be doing with that. I'd never get no sleep with telly on. Well, you see, we've both got bedside lights. We've both got bedside lights. So even if I get out of bed to go to the toilet, I have to put my bedside light on. Otherwise, I'll trip over my own shadow. You know, and I'm not all that steady on my legs, as you know. But Chris gets out of bed, he don't put no lights on. He goes to the toilet in dark, don't put no lights on or anything. Yet I'm totally opposite. I have to put my bedside light on when I go to the toilet. You know, so we've both got bedside lights. You know, it's but I mean, I can't run anywhere, so it's a case of when I wake up and I know I need loo, I have to go, otherwise I'd pee myself. But some as I say, I can. It swings and rounds about. You know, some nights I can go all the way through night without waking up, and then about 7:30 I wake up, I go to the toilet. I still get back in bed and go back to sleep, but like last night, some as I say, every hour I were out of bed going to the toilet. It says, let me get over. Oh dear. Amjad says he can't wait for hedgehog slice tomorrow. thing is that Chad, for some reason, other night I couldn't find recipe for it, and I'm thinking, now where did I have it? And it were over on over on that table over there. So I says to Chris, I said, "Oh well, no detriment. I can always print another one out." But I found it anyway in the end. So I think what I'm going to do as well is next week I'm going to make the peanut butter cookies. So yeah, what's the recipe? In here somewhere, Tracy. Yeah, made sure I got it. Digestive biscuits broken into pieces, 30 grams of shredded coconut, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 40 grams of skinless hazelnuts, finely chopped. Well, I've got the normal ones with skin on, but I found some skinless ones in Asda. 200 grams of dark chocolate, 60 grams of unsalted butter and sweetened condensed milk. And then for the chocolate topping, you need 200 grams, it says dark or milk chocolate. Well, Chris is not fond of dark chocolate, so I'm going to use milk chocolate, and 1 tablespoon of Nutella. So yeah. I'll just send this to Tracy. I mean, obviously Johnny not be having any because he don't like nuts anyway. So just find it for Tracy, and then I'll quickly send it to Tracy. When it decides to load up. So yeah, I mean, same as I say, it does say to refrigerate for 30 minutes, but I'm just going to use it. It cuts this setting time in half if you put it in freezer for a little bit.
It's even simpler than that.
What?
Sorry, what I put.
All right. I'll send it to you, Tracy. So yeah. Peanut butter doesn't contain butter. I have got peanut butter, and it's a reputable, what is it, Sunpat peanut butter. I've got 114.
Yeah, well, that's for a super duper whack.
Oh.
It's SanDisk Extreme Pro, 128 gigabytes.
But so yeah, so I've got the peanut butter and I've got all the ingredients. So I'm going to be making peanut butter cookies next week. So that'll be a relatively simple one. Okay then, Tracy. Yeah, she says Keena's just come down.
See you, Tracy.
So if you don't get back on, I'll see you tomorrow evening then, Tracy. So yeah, so some as I say, I don't know whether it's a cross between a brownie or what it is, but anyway, I'd never even heard of hedgehog slice, but I thought, well, it's something different, no cooking involved, you know, but it does say, like, once you've mixed all, you know, the dark chocolate and the biscuits and everything, you have to put it in the fridge for 30 minutes. But an act that what a lot of bakers do is to cut the waiting time down, they put it in freezer for 10 minutes. So it's just roasted peanuts blended in a blender with a bit of veg oil. Oh, till you get the right texture. Oh, there you go. But same as I say, I bought that peanut butter weeks ago. So I've got all the ingredients for these peanut butter, you know, cookies. So I thought, well, I started off on cookies, so I haven't done any cookies since. So I'll go down the cookie route, and then, you know, after that, I haven't thought that far ahead. So, so it's, you know, same as I say, that's my personality. I like to plan things. I like to plan ahead, sort of thing. I mean, I've even sort of printed off, like I says to Chris, I'm going to make a chocolate cheesecake for after Sunday lunch. You know what I mean? You know, I do. Hey, no. Guess who? Wakey's just coming.
Where's that big boy?
Yeah, late again. So yeah, so I'm going to be doing the hedgehog slice tomorrow. Next week I'll be doing the peanut butter cookies, and I'm going to be making a chocolate cheesecake for after a Sunday lunch. I'll probably get Mr. Peter vlog that as well.
No.
Bugger off.
No.
So I don't know whether I've got a blister or whether it's a what do you call that, splinter in my little finger.
Oh.
So yeah, so if anything, I like to plan ahead and you know, just a little bit. So 15 notifications.
One of those, me.
Oh.
It said Christmas popped up on the phone.
Oh.
How have you been doing?
Would you be making trifle in the future? So I forgot how to make it. I suppose I could do. But same as I say, I might make one with like a Swiss roll type, like a posh type of trifle, if you know what I mean. Make it with like a jam Swiss roll, and you know, we'll see. We'll see. I'll have to look into it. You know, how have you been? Yeah, I've been fine. You know, I didn't feel too clever yesterday. Mr. P's not feeling very well today.
Yeah, you passed it on to me, haven't you? Whatever it was.
I just like yesterday, I just felt tired all day. I felt lethargic. You know, I just my back's been hurting me a lot though, and I've sort of not been sleeping very well. And you know, I think it suddenly caught up with me. You know, like I weren't sleeping properly and things like that. And some as I say, all day I just felt tired all day. And Swiss roll and beetroot. So yeah, same as I say, I feel all right now. It was just I felt a bit off it all day yesterday. You know, not having energy and just feeling tired all day, and you know, Like you know, you ain't got energy to do anything. So I say, feel fine now. I just, you know, yeah, same as I say, I just felt totally drained. I was tired all day. You know what I mean? And I sat here on Sophie and I was nodding off, and I ended up going to bed for a couple of hours because I was that tired. You know. Don't knock it until you try it. But you know, it's just one of them things. I think we, you know, with this lockdown, you know, it's like Groundhog Day every day, and you know, it says he's been like it for the last couple of days. Some as I say, I don't know. It was just like that. I just felt like I got no energy, and I just felt tired all day. You know, I didn't feel ill or anything. You know, I didn't feel unwell. It was just the fact that I couldn't keep myself awake. You know, and it's, you know, not getting out, not getting any fresh air, and I don't know. I don't know what it were. I just felt, you know, like I got no energy at all. You know, it's how as I say, I didn't feel unwell with it, just tired and run down, and I don't know, some as I say, but I feel fine today. I don't know whether I'd recharged my batteries or what I did, but some as I say, I feel fine today. Yeah, I've still got a bit of yeah. But you see, the thing is, if people are not getting out, I mean, I take these tablets because I because I don't go out much. They did a blood test on me and found I was lacking vitamin D. So I have these tablets. Yeah. I mean, I've often said, you know, it's summer, I feel like I've got bags of energy. But, you know, during winter, I feel like everything's a lot of effort, if you know what I mean. And when I sort of feel like that, that's when I bake, you see, to keep my mind occupied, to keep me focused, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? And it's same as I say, I take these tablets. Yeah. But it's like a catch-22 situation, isn't it, Welsh Clark? You ain't got nothing else to do except either go on your phone, go on your laptops, and you know, on Facebook, on YouTube, you know what I mean? So people are relying on the internet, and I've seen them in Asda, but I've not tried them.
What's that?
Swizzles squashes.
I've heard of them.
They're like, you know, them, what are they? Fruit salad type of thing, but they do them in like a squishy, foamy, marshmallowy type thing. But edible plastic. So yeah, so you know, because we're not getting out. Hi, Tina, how are you?
No, Tina.
Because we, you know, none of us is going out, and well, not as much as we'd like or we used to. A lot more people are turning to internet. you know, Facebook, social media, YouTube, you know what I mean? And that ain't doing us any good because we can't get out. You know, sort of rather than sitting here and stewing in what I call stewing in your own juices, you know what I mean? You know, you look on Facebook, you look on YouTube, you know what I mean? Hi, Frugal Farmer, how are you?
Whoa.
So yeah, I think if it goes on much longer, we'll all be, you know, in need of respite, you know, a holiday and some sunshine and rhubarb and custard. Ooh. One's juices are hot. But same as we've said, once the weather picks up, at least if we're still in lockdown, we can go and sit out on patio, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? At least we'll be able to get a little bit of fresh air, you know what I mean? Made hot Chinese pork and mush. Ooh, Gordo's had a Ruby Murray. But yeah, you know, I mean, it's same as I say, we all getting reliant on his laptops, on his phones, you know what I mean, during this lockdown. Yeah, I think everybody's going to be same, Tina. I think everybody's going to need a holiday because we're being cooped up. We can't go out anywhere. Well, only to shop and, you know, to get us medications and whatever. You know, we like caged animals, you know what I mean? And it's just we need a break. We need a break from this, what I call Groundhog Day. It's yeah, he says he's on 6 acres. So but you know, we if you know, I mean, we on an housing estate, we've got a garden out back. Well, we've got patio, but only a small garden out front. So, you know, it's a case of we can only go out for essential shopping and medications, etc. So, you know, it's a case of making the most of what you've got, really. Yeah, making the most of what we've got, and you know, it's yeah, but you know, it's you know, Chris and Callum go out for a daily walk, you know what I mean? So I can't even do that because I can't walk very far. So I can't go out with a walk with them because I'd get to end it, you know, about 10 yards from front door, and that'd be my lot, you know what I mean? You know, same as we've said, once warmer weather comes, it'd be nice to be able to sit out on patio and probably have a cup of coffee and a bite of something to eat, you know what I mean? Oh, one of our dinosaurs is missing. I've heard of that. So yeah. Oh dear. It means one of these like mobility scooter things. Is gonna we keep saying we're gonna do. I need a new cooker first. So you know, it's hey, what about that tandem one, that double one? Yeah. 1975, Peter Ustinov. Ooh. I thought, you know, but yeah, I mean, talking about mobility scooters. I mean, I've not seen them before, but every now and again I look at Marketplace on Facebook and went, oh look, they've got a double one here. I mean, talk about, you know, the above £1,000. So I mean, I know it's second hand and everything, but £1,000. You know, it's. I says to Chris, I says, well, I says, there you go, you know. Yeah, it's the same every time I get in car.
Cars coming down the road. I'm waiting at a junction.
I'd like
200 yards up road. Watch out for that car! What way? Little dot at top of the hill.
Yeah, I'll let you drive it then. Oh, find a channel on YouTube that's uploaded lots of British sitcoms. They don't make them like they used to do. You know, some others do have them. And
can you imagine if Alf Garnett were still on telly these days? It'd be an uproar.
I know. Alf Garnett, Gordon Bennett.
Talk about racism at its best. Funny though, they were funny.
But yeah, you know, what were it? Good Life and you know, I mean, they don't.
Do have them.
Yeah, I've said some others do have them.
Oh, yeah.
Tina says she's going to buy some football net and
yeah,
I think that's what she means.
Oh.
But you see, power to the people. But yeah, same as Chris says, you know, can you imagine our Alf Garnett gets slated these days? You know, he used to come out with some, you know, some inappropriate language and. But same as I say, it's get some in. What was that one where they were English teacher as well? Where we're teaching foreign students English. Oh, you tell me and I'll tell you. I forgot what it's called now. Oh. Oh, that's it. Same as I say, keep them occupied. You know what I mean? But we call them mind your language. That's it. I knew Gordo would please or mind your language. Yeah, it will mind your language. He were a teacher, and he were teaching foreign students the English language. That used to make me laugh.
Easy answer. Otto. Always much of food bank.
But you see, this is the thing. Our garden ain't big enough for a hot tub.
No, might be alright for a bird bath.
Just watch that on that channel. Oh, he's dead. Him that what teacher you mean? I'm gonna say. I know it's. It's a really old one, and
send me link and I'll go to, if you don't mind, please. Thank you.
Use next door's water tap.
I wouldn't have got one.
See, our patio ain't big enough for even for a paddling pool, let alone a hot tub or anything like that.
I want cats to put it in.
Oh dear. So don't tell anyone. He's just told everybody. He says don't tell anybody. But
Tina's getting a hot tub now outside as a thing.
He's got to chase a naked Judy Geeson around the mulberry bush. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, So as I say, Chris is not much of a gardener, so we don't miss having a big garden.
Was that the link for the what's it do?
Yeah. But you know, he's not much of a gardener.
No.
So as I say, he went. That's probably why you feel so tired today, because you probably overdid it a bit too much yesterday.
Overexerted myself.
Yeah.
And I went for a daily walk with our camera.
Yeah. But
A water fight in the garden.
But this is it. Same as I say.
Purple rose, Chris. What?
I love the way you say geese. But yeah, same as I say. I mean, that's probably why Chris is a bit under the weather today. He did go out with. I mean, they're not electric edge trimmers or anything. It's just them, you know, and clipper things. So he were out there quite a while. Same as I said. I mean, it could have overdone it. You know what I mean? It could have overdone it, and that's probably why he feels. But I mean, I didn't really do anything. But I felt. Tell you, I didn't feel unwell, but I just felt tired, run down. You know what I mean? Like I got no energy at all yesterday. And Chris has just said that's how he feels today. It's.
Oh, right up to about until after I had my tea, and then it just went.
Oh, bless her. He says my daughter's having nightmares. Bless her. Yeah, right. I think she'd had it Friday, didn't she?
Yeah, baby boy.
Yeah, little boy. Wilfred, I think they've called it. He's got about 4 names.
His grandparents and
grandparents.
His grandparents and their grandparents. I think it's 4 barrel there.
Yeah, I know. It's
One's her grandparents. One's his grandparents, and then. I don't know, dad and his dad, and I don't know.
I know it's Wilfred. I know first name's Wilfred.
It's all entwined with family, isn't it?
I fancy calling your kid Wilfred.
Oh, man.
Willie, come here,
Should
Willie.
call the boy Norris. Yeah. Can you imagine them calling him Willie for short? Okay then, Amjad, thank you for coming in, and I will see you tomorrow evening. So don't be late. 9 o'clock.
I might be in bed.
So she's 31 and he's 55. Oh well,
Yeah.
you know.
Toy girl.
If it works for them, you know, who are we to?
It helps being Prime Minister and having lots of money in your back pocket.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what she sees in him, because I reckon he's minger.
If she's there.
You know what I mean? But hey ho. I mean, funnily enough, Tina, Chris is 9 years younger than me.
I'm a toy boy.
Yeah, Chris is my toy boy. So
Exactly 2 months off 10 years.
yeah. 2 months off 10 years, 9 years and
8 months.
10 months.
10 months, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll forget it.
So yeah, so Chris is like 9 years and 10 months younger than me, but we don't see age difference. You know what I mean?
We think he looks like what it is.
Yes, he's a bit of a minger, I must admit.
Oh, she then, Aunt Sally.
And what was it that first attracted you to it? His money? No, because he hadn't got any. So yeah, I mean, I blew him out when I first met him.
Oh
Yeah.
Blew me out.
Yeah.
What a drink now. Oh.
Oh dear.
She saw the glitter in my eyes, and then she comes swooning over.
Yeah, right. You
Come
keep
back
thinking
tomorrow.
that. So yes, yeah. So I'm not 9 years and 10 months older than Chris. So
She still runs ring round me.
funny thing is though, I'm 50.
Oh yeah, still on film, mate. Sorry.
I'm 58 this year, and Chris is 49 this year. Oh, Boris's bit of skirt, I meant. Oh,
That's what I thought.
yeah. I thought you were on about me and you. I'm gonna say.
So I'm gonna say politicians have got a bit of money behind them. So that's
Yeah.
what I'm
Wait,
saying.
it weren't his dashing good looks, because I think he's a minger. So
All the fine ships. Too late, already seen it, Trina.
so yeah, same as I say, I'm 58 this in September, and Chris is 49 in November. So
I'll get it done sometime, and I've got another interview to do, and all Welsh.
yeah, he's got another one. Same as I say, he just haven't felt like it today. I think he's overdone it in garden last night and yesterday, and
all night in garden.
I'd have been chucking some on your out at window with clippers. So same as I say. Oh, Tina's got 5,000 followers. Yeah. But same as I say, I mean, people look at us, they don't see an age gap, you know. And I must be honest, I mean, we're just a couple, and you know, I don't see an age gap. Oh, there's only 21 months between me and Mrs. G. Oh.
Yeah, but you the oldest or you the youngest, that's the main thing.
You know what I mean? And as my mum always used to say, age is but a number.
Exactly. You just found it too irresistible to tear down.
Yeah, right. I've regretted it ever since. No. I won't be without him now. I'm going to say it better than that one I had before.
Oh, I'm just going to ask this to Gordo. SanDisk Extreme Pro, 64 gigabyte, 8.2. Is it any good for 4K? There you go. SD card.
Did you get that, Gordo? SanDisk what? 64 gigabyte what?
SanDisk 64. SanDisk Extreme. SanDisk Extreme Pro, 64 gigabytes, 8.2.
Nope.
That's no good for 4K.
It says it's no.
Message me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll be shutting down in a minute anyway. So, because I've been going on 2 hours. So, so yeah. So, Welsh Clark's 43 this year.
Yo, get.
It should be okay for 4K. It says.
Oh, it should be okay for 4K.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm actually 58 in September. So
49. No.
Yeah, it is the big 50 next year.
I thought I'm not 49 this year now.
No, you'll be 49 in November.
Oh yeah.
I'm more than in my 40s.
I feel like 100 today.
I was gonna say. I felt about 100 yesterday. More like 99, yeah. That's what Chris has just said. Yeah, Gordo's just celebrated his big 50. So yeah, Christmas is next year.
Yeah, God, I'm going to post you that link to where somebody sent me a site.
Right, I've been over 2 hours, so I will.
I'm for Gordo.
Yeah, I will. Okay, then I'm going to shut it down now, Welsh Clock, anyway, because it's as I say, I've been going on 2 hours. Plus, I'll be doing the live stream tomorrow evening as well. So,
Sweet dreams, Harry.
I always just had to reboot. It's a good job you come back when you did, then, Wakey. So I will bid you all good night. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. Thank you, Mike. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for the well, it's not baking live because there's no baking involved, but 9 o'clock on the dot. I'll see you all tomorrow then. Bye.
Night all.